Morning, it's coffee time, 11 o'clock on Wednesday the 1st of April. So this is the 7th Facebook Live that I'm doing in Where the Magic Happens. I'm doing this in response to, I'm actually going to search for Susan Ann Goodright, who asked me to do this particular one. There you go, tag friend. Right, so Susan asked for information about the wallets that I supply when I do colour analysis. Hi Jane. Now, I offer a choice of 3 types of wallet, so I thought I would show them to you really and talk to you about them. Now, when I go and do colour analysis, I take my tools of the trade are drapes. So I have more than 120 drapes and they look like this. So they come in a plastic wallet. That's my portable thing. And they've got these little hooks because I hang, when I get to your home, I hang them all up in a certain order. And then I proceed to put these around your neck in various pairing combinations, and we see what happens to your face. So here is a spring one. It's that sort of size, and it goes around your neck like so, and then we look at what happens to your face. So there you go. Right, so each season has approximately 30 of these, and when we establish what season you are, then you can choose one of the wallets that go with your season. So I've picked out the 3 autumn wallets, and I'll show you the most popular one first, which is what I call a trifold. So it comes in a plastic wallet like this to keep it a bit more protected, and it opens up, hang on, like so, into a trifold. So there you have the colours of the drapes with a little swatch of each of them in this wallet. Now the beauty about this, and why this one I think is so popular, is because you can actually see them all at a glance when you open it out. And it doesn't take up too much space in a handbag. It's quite flat. Hi Polly. It's quite flat, and it goes in your handbag like so. So that's the first one. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Now, the second most popular one I find is what I call the mini wallet. So as you can see, it's considerably smaller. It's not very... Hi Polly. Oh, hi Louise. It's not very cumbersome. It's quite lightweight like the other one is. And you have exactly the same colours of all the swatches. Only this time, I don't know if you can see this, but basically you have what looks to be like a bigger swatch, because all the others are on top of each other, so it is the same size, but these you can actually get to. So you can actually put them up against something to see how it looks. Okay, so that's perhaps why that's the second most popular. Hi Louise. There. Right, what I call the mini one, and again that comes in a little plastic case. The third wallet, which I find isn't quite so popular, maybe because it's bigger, it's a bit heavier, but it does have more information. So this one is like a fan. So you have all the colours, as you can see. Possibly a bit of a smaller amount of fabric to see when you're putting it against things, and it is in some sort of order. So you have oyster through to coffee brown, then you have the darker browns, then you have yellows and greens, and then you have mustard to terracotta, and the oranges, coral, and the reds, the greens, more greens, greens and blue, green and red, and grey and purple. Okay, but this has a few things on the back. So, for example, it says autumn hare on the back of that one. So it has a little bit more information, but I don't find these are very robust, I have to say. So these pin things do tend to come out. And in actual fact, with all of these wallets, if you have one of these from me with your colour analysis, if it does not stand the test of time for what you want to use it for, then I will replace them free of charge. I have actually replaced a couple, but I think it's something that people forget to ask. So if you have had one of these off me and it's fallen apart, just ask me and I'll do an exchange without any question. Now, so can't remember what else I was going to say now. Memory block. Oh yes, that's the other thing, is if anyone does want a wallet and maybe I didn't do your colour analysis, then I do actually sell them. Now I sell them all for the same price equally, which is £25 at the moment. So if you would like to buy one off me, or if you indeed choose one from your colour analysis and you want a second one perhaps to pop in your handbag, then you can always just pay the extra £25. So it's 25 at the moment. The prices are going up from April, I think, from my supplier, and at the moment of course they've gone offline, so I can't actually check what the prices are, but at the moment for the supplies I've got, I'm going to keep them at £25. Ah, you've got an old wallet, Polly, with the small swatches that are laminated. Is that one of these, or is that a House of Colour one? It's probably a House of Colour one, I think. I'm not replacing the House of Colour ones, I'm afraid. It's just these, because these aren't as robust, in my opinion. All right, so really that's today, talking about the different wallets that you can get from me. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you can use them. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for coffee at 11, unless anyone has got any questions. All right. Take care. Bye.